It has been 7 months since I last took a look at the franchise or game, scam, channel, brand. Let's go with brand, yeah. So it has been 7 months since I last took a look at the brand of Candyland. Previously, I had ultimately concluded that the NFT related aspects of this project made it too risky and unreliable, bringing it ever so close to scam territory. I ended the video by criticizing the context behind which they framed their Suzy Snacktime shorts and urged everyone to be cautious of what they were watching and supporting. However, with over half a year having flown by, a lot has changed since then. The game, channels, and brand seem to have made recent strides in a new direction, and I thought it'd be best to dive back into this world of diabetes to review whether these new implementations have been beneficial, scummy, or simply indifferent. Without further ado, let's jump back into this Willy Wonka fever dream. It's best that everyone catch themselves up with my aforementioned original videos covering Candyland. However, for those that don't want to, don't worry, I get it. Here is a quick summary. Skip to this timestamp if you already know about the wacky origins of Candyland. Golden Lane Studios, or Roman, is the main figurehead behind Candyland. They were an OG FNAF animator from the good old days of the franchise's infancy. They had been able to strike a gold mine with their FNAF animations as the channel's popularity skyrocketed while also keeping the fandom alive for many long years. In recent times though, Roman's animations had been getting less and less attention despite the continuous increase in quality. Not too long later, Candyland pops up from the shadows and takes the internet by storm. Clearly inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's, Candyland claimed to be its own IP and featured absolutely fabulous shorts on the Golden Lane channel with stunning animation and sound design. However, with the help of a distributor, the IP mainly marketed itself as an ever-growing NFT collection on Discord and Twitter. While not explicitly a scam, the growing putrid reputation of NFTs ended up harming Candyland's reputation. The justification put out by Roman stated how the NFTs were used to fund the project, but we all know how that's a dumb defense. Regardless, the decision was made to make something bigger with this accumulated money. After 3 shorts and a reveal featuring the cast, it was announced that Candyland was now going to be transformed into a game. The subsequent release of the game trailer featured a lot of elements akin to FNAF, Bendy and the Ink Machine, and Poppy Playtime. Again, the visuals were stunning as always, but the story was lacking and expectations for the game were low. That is where we last saw Suzy Snacktime. Well, that and her YouTube channel where seemingly harmless clips of her were being marketed with an extremely suggestive vibe. But anywho, what has Golden Lane Studios been up to since then? Well, I'm glad you asked. Starting off with the usage of NFTs, Candyland has officially stopped marking their tweets with the NFT branding. While this might be seen as shady, this also means that no newcomers can trace these tweets to the website where you can purchase said NFTs. In fact, from what I know, the only way one can find out about the NFT connection is through replies criticizing Candyland or through the official Discord. It's clear that the decision to remove those hashtags was motivated by the PR team wanting to avoid further flack. So while the intentions aren't noble, at least this can dissuade some child from spending their parents' cash on some circus baby lookalike. They're dead. The only follow-up to the game has been some announcements declaring how Candyland is now available to wishlist on Steam. Steam has a policy against allowing games that partner with cryptocurrency or NFTs on their platform. That may seem like a good sign, but it is also worth noting how this policy is easily exploitable if the creators are nefarious enough. I am willing to give Candyland the benefit of the doubt though, and I'd like to think there won't be any in-game purchases or advertisements related to NFTs, since I would tank the already unstable image of the IP. But I guess we must wait for the game's release in order to truly find out. The game page on Steam has no new information either, with everything left blank or listed as TBD. The cover image is an asset that once again borrows a lot of striking visuals from FNAF that could just be a quick marketing tactic to garner more attention. Anywho, who am I to judge? After the usage of NFTs, this channel has always been my second biggest gripe with Candyland. Shorts are fine and all, but the way Golden Lane used to present these clips was questionable at best and abhorrent at worst. I say used to since this aspect of Candyland has actually taken the biggest turn. Now, Golden Lane puts out original shorts that puts the cast of characters in various goofy and overall harmless situations. There are some bad apples here and there, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was in the early days. I commend the effort they're putting into these shorts. I can be critical of one aspect while praising the other, and while these shorts are definitely not my cup of tea, at least it isn't Skibbity Toilet. Though it isn't that far off. As it stands, there have definitely been at least some improvements since the last time I covered Candyland. The team is apparently serious about the game and is finding better-ish ways to promote it. While the game itself still doesn't seem anything original, the strides to better themselves, even if it was inspired by making a larger profit, intrigue me with wanting to see how all this plays out. With all that aside, the main point of concern is still present, albeit more hidden. The NFTs are being sold in more quantity than ever. At the same time though, there don't seem to be any complaints or wildfires on the internet from the buyers of these NFTs that proclaim that they've been robbed. Regardless, I want to make it very clear, I despise NFTs and will not vouch for them in any scenario. I still advocate for Golden Lane to remove them altogether. If any person watching this video has bought said NFTs, I'd honestly like to know why. From the looks of it, no cracks have fallen apart to reveal a crypto zoo level scam underneath. But as always, I request my audience to proceed with caution when dealing with NFTs. As for whether you should support the game or not, I'm still not in a position where I will be giving Golden Lane any money myself. Perhaps there is a future where they pass my standard for approval. However, until then, if it's specifically my opinion you seek, then I'd recommend waiting it out.
Believe it or not, I do feel sorry for you. Really, I do. I wish I hadn't come to this. I wasn't going to wait for a better opportunity though. I've waited long enough. Been patient. Do you even know what it's like? To be pushed aside, trapped, mocked. It's exciting now. Knowing that there are endless possibilities waiting for me. Now there is nothing you or he can do to stop me!